Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. This is the world famous Sipping Den. Down here, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee. Man, I put a playlist together for you. Just go to the playlist and look at all the titles, and I promise you, you're going to be there a long time, and it's going to be a fun place to be. First comment of every video, also. See, I pin it because it always has a link to the playlist that pertains to what I'm reviewing. In this case, Merlot. Smoking Loon, the original Smoking Loon Merlot. Vintage 2018, 13.5% by volume. Smoking Loon Wine Company, established in 2000. I'm going to show you something. This is a wine that costs between $15. I'm sorry. No. I wrote it down. $10.99 I found it. To about $15.99. $10.99 to $15.99. Look at the presentation. I mean, it's a good looking bottle. I like the purple, the silver right there. It's nice for $10.99 to $15.99. I mean, we haven't tasted it yet, but it looks beautiful. It's made by Sebastiani and Sons. They bottle it out of Napa Valley. I'm sure they source the grapes or whatever. They can get them in California. So the owner, yes, Donnie Sebastiani, you've heard. Back in the 70s when I was in the business, that part of the business, the retail part of the business, as an owner, Sebastiani was big. They had the 1.5 bottle, 3-liter jug wine. And then they had some quote unquote, I guess, upscale bottles, 750s. But it was very popular. So Sebastiani's been putting out quality to an extent for a long time. This is 80% Merlot. Now, in the United States, a wine could be a varietal, like say Cabernet or Merlot or whatever, and it only has to be 75% of that grape varietal to be labeled that varietal. When you get to like cabs, for example, very few of them, you could be 100%. You just can't be 74%. So, for example, cabs almost never be 100% cab. I mean, a lot of them will, but it's a rough grape. It's nice to have that mellowed out with a little bit of Merlot, for example. So this Merlot, we find out what the grapes are. It has to be 75% Merlot, right? Up to 100. This is 80% Merlot, and then 15% Syrah and 5% cab to give it a little extra structure. And because Merlot is kind of soft. Now you got the cab, you got the Syrah bringing in some power. I think this is going to be good, and the price is just beautiful, So let's open up the top. All right. Oops. First thing I did, I got my little wine foil cutter. Cut the foil just perfectly. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. And then I will get. Now this is from Huber's, a local winery in Indiana. They make some good Starlight spirits now. Talon Winery here in Shelbyville. I like that place. It's a fun little place to have a bottle of wine. Talon Winery. All right, so we'll put this. It's called the Waiter's Corkscrew. And we will put that in here. Real nice, all right? Waiter's Corkscrew. Do. And what we do is, all right, and then nothing crazy about that, right? That's how you use that. So that's easy to use. And I will put a little aerator on there. Just a little aerator, just stick it in there. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Got the glass from Biltmore. I visit every winery, brewery, distillery I can, coffee house. For you, the viewer. Here, just in case I get a good thumbnail, right? Get like that. All right, here it is. All right. So here it is, getting aerated a little bit. In lieu of a decanter. So an aerator with a rough pour, got the bubbles. That's good. That's good. Let that sit and breathe for a minute. I'm going to have tonight, when I have my potatoes boiling, so I'm making ribs. And then I'm going to do mashed potatoes and then some teriyaki green beans. So I just put the potatoes on, so I got to get up there to make sure it don't overboil. See? Ooh, that's a little fruit bomb right there. Ooh, plum, cranberry, and cherry is what's coming out. Pretty strong, those three fruits. You'll get fruit. I promise you'll get some type of fruit out of here. That is fruit forward right there. Wow. A little bit of wood smell in the background, too. I can't wait to taste this. Do a little acclimation sip. Very fruit forward. Now I'm getting some watering, some acidity. Tannin on the back, not very. The tannin's been well integrated. See, now the tannin, now on this one here, it's 80% Merlot, and it is 2018, so that's 5 years old. It's almost 2024. I aerated it. It's soft. It's nice. It's nice drinking, see. Very fruity. I love that. All those black dark fruits. Not going to name them. Everybody's going to get some different. I would say that 90% of you, if you're drinking this with me or drinking along, are going to be agreeing that you're getting some fruit, getting a little bit of that oak. Even a little bit of clove in there for spiciness. The mouth feels a little thin. No big deal. That's about it. It's going to go well with the old ribs, mashed potatoes, teriyaki green beans. That's what I'm looking forward to having. So I'm going to get upstairs, make sure it don't boil over. I hope you enjoyed it. This is good for the price. Yeah. For the price, it's very good. And I will see you all on the next one.